So here is my dress form. Her name today is Stephanie. So I did have to re-pad her because I definitely have gained some weight, which is fine. So my waist is bigger and so is my backside. So here is what I'm wanting to do. It's like a rough outline of how I want the bodice to go, right? So we have center front right here, which is also going to be reflected on this side. We have the side front, and then moving her around, we have side back and center back. That's going to hopefully go into a V shape, right? And then as far as these lines, so this is my natural waistline, smallest part of my waist. And then down here is a line that I marked. This is where I typically like my skirts to start and where I like my dresses to flare out. I don't like them flaring out from my waist. So yeah. And my little sister's birthday is in about a week. So in true Asha Brianne fashion, I gave myself approximately 2 days to do this. Yeah, so this is where we're starting out. So first step is to go ahead and get my muslin and trace out these pieces, and that is what I am going to do next. I went ahead and took those pieces of muslin that I originally had draped on her, traced them, and then transferred them over to paper. I tried to true up like my markings and make sure everything like matched with each other as best I could. And now we are going to, this is some random scrap fabric that I've had forever, and it's stretchy just like the fabric I'm going to be using. So we're going to make like a mock-up using these pattern pieces and see if everything fits, and then if not, I can always make adjustments before I go in with my actual fabric. So yeah, okay, so please ignore my dirty mirror. So this is what we have. It's a little chesty, so might have to take it up a little bit. Now down here at the bottom, I did it 2 different ways. So first I started sewing from this seam. On this one I started sewing from the top seam. So and then there's extra right here, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it fit, but also keep in mind I will be hemming it, so the hem will be turning everything under. So I also need to try and draft a sleeve as well to kind of see if this is enough like space for my arm. But yeah, this is why it's so good that I did kind of like a mock-up first, because if I would use my actual fabric, then I would waste it because I have like adjustments and alterations to make. So
we both know this is wrong, so why do we carry this on in the end? We probably won't stay friends. We both try to keep our distance, but feelings will never listen. No. Oh, what do I fool myself? This could be something else.
okay, so we have a sleeve going on. It's a little tight right here, but I honestly didn't cut it out the way that I should have, so that was my bad. But it's attached pretty nicely, so I think I'm gonna keep that sleeve pattern. That is good. And then yeah, everything's looking good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and come to a stopping point for the night. I will adjust the pattern pieces like so for this part, and then probably make some notes, and then tomorrow we'll start cutting out on the actual fabric and sewing that. So had a pretty good day.
Tried 3 times with nothing to show, so why, oh why am I so vexed? It's probably cause we have grace. Oh, 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 what do I fool myself? This could be something else. Oh, I feel oh, you got them feelings too. Oh, why do we play these games? Why can't you feel my pain? You know I feel. I know you got them feelings too. Oh, and I know it's not just me. Takes 2 to for level 3. Oh, 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 yeah. Let this be. For the next 5 years, you're a single man. But if this feels for you like it does for me, then maybe you should let this be. You know I feel for you.
Alright, so once again, we're ignoring my dirty mirror. Everything's coming out pretty good. Now there is bunching right here. Pretty sure that's because I didn't clip the seam allowance on the inside, which I haven't done, of course, because I haven't actually sewed it. It's just basted right now. I think I'm going to take it in about 1/4 inch on the side seams. But yeah, so adding that little bit to the top helped. And then the back is looking pretty good too. Now all of my hems are different lengths because I just gave myself extra room kind of just in case. So I am going to actually stitch everything down, serge my edges, clip my seam allowance where it's needed, and then I will sew the sleeves in. I think, yeah, things are coming along. I'm excited. This is great.
We both know this is wrong, so why do we carry this on in the end? Probably won't stay friends. We both try to keep our distance.
Okay, so we have the sleeves on. Now we are working on the back. Now my original V plan did not pan out, so I think we're gonna do kind of like this shape. I have some pins in place. I think I'm going to kind of hand baste everything into place, and then I do have some elastic that I'm gonna kind of stretch and sew once everything's basted into place. But it's very particular, and I don't trust myself to go in with the machine and not mess it up. So we're gonna do some quick little hand sewing, and then maybe I can get this back portion done for the night. All right, so here we are. You probably can't tell, I went ahead and I did the top stitching. I forgot to set my stitch length to a smaller size, so I top stitched it at number 4 stitch length, whatever. So I did double. The only thing is that this part is like kind of coming up. Same thing in the back. Parts of the back, like right there, are coming up, even though I've done 2 rows of top stitching, so I'm needing to figure out how to keep that down. I may just have to like tack it down with like some hand sewing or something. So this is the pretty much finished top. I still have to hem my sleeves, but yeah, I am so happy. Like, holy crap. So tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the skirt, attach the skirt, hem the sleeves, and then I'll basically be done. Maybe like I'll have some like small little adjustments to make. Oh, I'm so happy. It is 10:30 though. I'm exhausted. So that is it for tonight.
Things will never listen, no. Oh, what do I fool myself? This could be something else. You know I feel you. Know you got them feelings. Oh, why do we play these games? Why can't you feel my pain? You know I feel I know you got them feelings too. Oh, and I know it's not just me. Takes two to for level 3. Let this be. I care for you too much for this casual thing to be enough. Should probably let this go. But tried 3 times with nothing to show. So why, oh why am I so vexed?
Alright, so keep in mind that the dress looks better on me than it does on Celeste. I'm not sure why, but we still have the, what are these called? The sleeves to hem. The bottom still needs to be hemmed. This needs to be pressed down. I do have pockets. And then here is the back. I kind of feel like it's verging on looking like a church dress. The length kind of helps it out in that regard. It's too short for church. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I want to do to it. I'm not sure, but I'm going to call it a day for today. And kind of relax. So yeah.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features.